post. Discord announcement post. And looks like we're live. So, who would like to give the recap for inspiration?
Once upon a time ago in a land far, far away, after the party wakes up in Blackthorn Tower, we decide to make our way to Duskwitch. We found out we have a very, very fast travel pace, even at a medium pace, because we have Wary's double and Ein's extra half overland travel speeds. Nothing too eventful happened on the way there, and after arriving at the town, we were welcomed by a man named Alexander, something like that. Alexander. It's weird spelling, that's for sure. Who basically told us to get our shit and get out. We parked in the back of the inn, and while the rest of the party went inside, Cry decided to do a little bit of sleuthing. Using her ability Sniff Out Noble Blood, Cry found a orphanage with a hunched over woman whose name we do not know, but out of character is Mother
Mother Strauss.
Strauss. It does not. That's not how it's spelled. Who left into the woods heading west. While Cry was away, Garridan was making some small talk with the inn patrons and found out that Melrathis has both friends and foes in town, but it's mostly friends. Upon Cry's return, the party discussed their next moves. And Wary worked in the kitchen for a while Cry and Ein listened to some conversations. Finding a few sets of rumors involving potential fiends and mysterious deaths, the party retired upstairs to discuss even further plans. The general plans now are to leave very early in the morning to beat the lumber workers to the lumber mill and check out one of the rumors, potentially then heading later in the day to the Church of the Holy Light to confront Malrathis. The game left off with a Vanna and Ragna heading in to do a little bit of shopping and sleuthing of their own, since they are very stealth-based characters and shouldn't be exploring alone right now.
Wait, are me and for the stream? I was not here last session. Am I with Ragna, or did we both part ways?
You and Ragna went to investigate the town and buy stuff together.
Yeah, there's a standing understanding that we're pairing up. Anything we do with another person because people are disappearing.
Okay.
They're targeting people who are alone.
Wait, you guys left me alone with the DM. Do you know what happened last time you did that?
You're not alone. You have Ragna.
Yes, and I had a changeling assassin in the bathroom with me, and that didn't end up well, did it? I'm still salty, I promise. No,
Ragnar probably won't kill you. Probably.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mark my inspiration.
I'm also
Yes.
fairly sure that DM was Sage too.
I was the DM, yes.
yes, he was. That's why I'm salty.
Just to clarify, the Mother Strauss went west, but if I recall, the Church of Holy Light is to the north, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So why was the orphanage person leaving the orphanage?
We suspect she's a hag who's working with Marathis.
We also suspect she's eating children.
Have children been disappearing? Or just...
No. A lot of adults have been, and increasing the orphanage population, and if an orphan or two goes missing during these times, I doubt people will.
Yeah.
Especially if it's run by a hag.
Damn! Care! I was gonna say notice, but you went straight for care!
We have not
little
been...
Timmy's no longer here. He got adopted suddenly last night, around dinner time.
Oh no! How wonderful!
Alright, So do I have some time to do some shopping with Ragna before I do whatever sleuthing I'm supposed to be doing?
Let me go look.
Also,
This real
yes, literally what you were going shopping and then sleuthing, I believe.
quick. Yeah, you guys arrived midday, so you have plenty of time before your intended sleuthing at night.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will go see if I can find an armor shop.
Excellent. All right. Heading out of the inn with Ragna, you would find. I'm just gonna force you guys over here. There's a few places of note. These two here appear to be shops. The north one appears to be a smithy, so most likely a place for armor.
I will head over to said smithy.
All right.
And I gotta do equipment guide again. Give me 1 second.
Making your way over there, you'd see the building itself is fairly large. It has a open side building, I would say, like an extension with stonework rather than the traditional wooden walls that these houses have. Realize that this is because this is where the forge itself is sheltered, and many of the chimneys within the building are located within this space itself to better aerate the forge's smoke and the fumes that it produces. Since it is midday, you would find that there is one man currently working the forges, seemingly building some form of lump of metal, trying to forge it into something a bit U-shaped, maybe? It's hard to tell. It's a lump right now. Anyways, you would see that they appear to be a human man, clean-shaven, close-cropped hair, looks like he is definitely more athletic built. What's most noticeable, though, as you approach, is that his left eye is either missing or it's covered up by an eye patch. There you go.
Alright, I will pull not the wooden mask, but the other mask over my face. So he sees whoever it is he wants to see. Hopefully that'll help me in negotiations. And I will walk up to the... Is it like an outside, like uncovered smithy? Like...
It is essentially a wall, the actual building shop itself, and open area that leads into the area.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. She will wait until he looks up.
Ting! 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 Hammering upon this metallic device. Yeah. Ting!
Wondering, do you sell armor or simply craft it?
I have a few pieces of armor for sale.
Brigandine is what I'm looking for.
Look for some of that military stuff then. Alright. See if I have any in stock. Hold a moment. You'll see him move to the side wall, open a door, and move into the shop itself. Charming fellow.
How charming he is will depend on what price I'm getting this for.
Fair enough. Right. Let's see here. Brigandine itself is definitely on the pricier and harder to come by side.
In the guide you gave me, you have it listed as 500.
Yes. Concerning most armors tend to be about 20 gold, 100 gold at the price you're in. This one's definitely pretty high up there. That all said,
Iron and chainsaw are both 200. I don't know what you're looking at. That's like.
what?
Oh, I guess your light armors are, but Brigandine's a medium armor, and your medium armors are 204, 205, 5.
Those are silver
1.
piece.
Oh! I did not look at that. I just thought they all said gold piece.
Nope. All right. The main thing I'm looking at right now is the craft DC. I'm seeing if this town can have it. It's not guaranteed, but it's a decent chance due to the nature of the area. So, high or low?
Hi.
All right. A few months pass, and he'd return carrying out a crate. He'd place it on a nearby table, clearing away some tools, pushing to the side. If you wouldn't stock, lucky that.
Any of them nondescript? As in, they don't herald sigils of whatever was wearing them before?
Look at the box. Open it up. No such symbology, no. That problem?
In fact, it's perfect.
550 gold for the lot.
Let me check something real quick. Sorry, I have a bunch of, like, new stuff, so I'm just checking.
Mm-hmm.
$450. She'll say simply.
You're proficient with merchant supplies.
Proficient in persuasion.
Give me a persuasion check.
I forget that a cry is like proficient in merchants stuff.
Wow.
Have them go along to help.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have anything that gives me advantage on that.
Don't think so. Look over at you. Look at Ragna.
Wait, hold on one second. I will actually spend a die.
Destiny.
No. Psychic energy.
Oh.
And I will make that a 6, 17? Whatever numbers.
That would be 17, yes.
Yes.
Alright, well, let's see what his DC is. $520. Seem like something you can afford.
And it seems like something you don't sell very often. So you can take $450 now and get some space back in your workshop. Or you can sit around till the next poor sap you decide to overcharge for it comes in here and actually wants to pay your price.
Roll another persuasion.
you're adding the +1 your mask gives you persuasion checks, right?
What?
Yeah, your mask gives you +1 persuasion.
Does it?
Yeah. I mean, it's the fourth bullet point.
Oh, I'm not wearing that mask.
Huh?
I assume I can't wear both at the same time?
That is true. So if
Well, I was
you're not
hoping-
wearing your legacy, then you would not get into that. Yeah.
I was hoping if I looked like someone he, like, wanted to see, like, a long lost daughter or cousin or something, make go, oh, you look like someone I know, and then be more soft-hearted. Because it's specifically someone he wants to see. Actually, we're gonna rest. I'll add another psychic die to that. So that one's 16.
Gotcha. What was your offer prior?
450.
So you did not budge in your price at all.
Nope, I wanted to see how he'd react.
You would close the crate. Well, seems like I'll wait for another customer with actual money to him. We'll slowly bring it back to the doorway.
He sighs. 5. And I will send a mental message to Ragna. Do you have 15 gold?
Bring up a sheet.
Garrison gave them their coin pouch just in case.
I went to the wrong tab. I meant to go to this tab. So used to going to Lost Fables character sheets. Here we go. Ba, ba, ba.
I'll throw in my old leather armor. I'm sure you can do something with it, or use it as scrap.
He would pause. 500 gold in leather armor. Done.
Does Ragna give her 15 gold?
Ragna would pass you some coin, yeah.
Okay, because I only have 475.
475 plus your leather armor plus your 15 gold from Ragna. All right. And let's see here. Ragna was looking to get some silvered weapons. And how much money does she have after that? You gave her your 22 gold, Garrison?
He's in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm here.
Did you give her your 22 gold, Ragna?
What? I gave her like 200 gold.
Okay, your character sheet's different then. I assume you're
Yeah,
not bothering about that character sheet, you're bothering about the loot sheet.
Yeah, I took
Okay.
200 off the loot sheet.
Gotcha. Okay. I will update her with that 200. Cool. I was also hoping you had some falcatas or spathas, the silvered variety. Well, that's a bit more common around these parts. Let me check what we have. He'll leave once more, giving you guys time to speak if you wish to.
Honestly, Lenara would probably go get changed. Because I have to give him the leather armor I'm presumably wearing.
It's true. Alright. Well, when you return, no, I'm kidding. No. He would, head back out, carrying a couple selections of silvered falcatas, a couple selections of silvered spathas. Seems to have, out 2, 3 of each. Open the box, showing them off. And let me go look at her price, just so I can get that covered, so, you would know. Alright. And gotcha. Okay. Well, Carters would run you about 30 gold, for Carter about 40. Are you wanting to heckle that down, or are you wishing to accept those numbers?
You just said Falcata twice.
Spatha 30, Falcata 40.
Okay.
Alright, I thought you were asking me, and I'm like, what?
I mean, you're the one who haggled last time. Ragnar's not gonna haggle.
Oh, what does Ragnar actually want? The Sparta, or the Falcata?
He's wanting one of each.
And I assume I know Garrettine gave her money?
Mm-hmm.
So you said 30 and 40, right?
Yep.
Lunara will just say very casually, why don't we just make it an even 50?
Roll,
You are getting quite a bit of coin from us today.
roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Because he's actually already selling it for way cheaper than it should be.
Oh. 17.
Let's see here. 60 for the pair. And that seems okay for me. So look towards Lunara, just to see if you want to haggle some more.
Wait, wasn't it already 60? You said 30 and
30
40.
and 40, it's 70 total. So he's offering 60 now.
Oh. Oh, sorry. Lunara will just nod.
Alright. She will take the blades, hand over the coin, and there you go. Anything else you want to purchase?
Also, doesn't she already have blades?
She does. She now has silvered blades.
But I'm saying, wouldn't it have been cheaper for her to have just silvered the blade she already has?
Technically,
Because
yeah.
that's what we did in the first.
Technically, yes, because she would be getting some money back from it, yes.
If we set off knowing she planned to do this, I would have suggested that. I'm not gonna say it like now after everything.
She would not sell her blades.
No. Silver her blades.
Oh, no.
Take her already existing blades.
That would take time.
Okay.
Yeah. Taking her already existing blades would take time to forge it that way. And if you guys are wanting to do stuff, you'd be leaving her out of her weapons for at least a day. At the very least. I'd have to calculate how long it would be, but it'd be at least 1 day, maybe 2, maybe 3.
Alright, well, to be fair, I don't actually know what the fuck we're doing, but yeah, okay. Was a pleasure. She'll nod to him.
Need anything else, let me know. We'll go back to his metal thing and... Ding! Ding!
You will walk off.
Alright.
Any other shopping you need to do?
Didn't look like the type to carry silvered arrows. But I have a few left over. Enough for what we might be needing for, so... only other place I can imagine that would have what I'd be looking for is a chapel up north, and that's probably not the best idea.
If we got silver arrowheads, could you fletch your own?
Let me go look at her skills. I could.
He walks back in.
Alright.
She will clear her throat to get his attention.
Get something.
20 silver arrowheads. How long would that take you to forge them?
Forge some arrowheads. Let's see here. Couple hours.
Do I have any idea how much that would cost? Without asking him?
You can roll me a merchants check, intelligence merchants. Silver itself is, decently expensive to the pound. Arrows tend to be about, for a quiver of 20, about 3 pounds. You also know that the way that silver is applied to weaponry is through an alchemical process, one that is not simply, burn some silver onto this steel weapon and it'll suddenly become a silver weapon. There's a bit more to it than that, which does increase the price. The exact cost, you're not exactly sure, but definitely in the general range of what she bought her weapons for.
Oh, I was thinking it would just be like scraps of silver made into the shape of arrowheads.
I mean, your character now knows otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah, silver as metal isn't exactly the best for combat capabilities, which is why it needs to be alchemically treated.
I'll give you 60 if you can make sure you have it done by morning. She looks at everything else on his workstation that he could technically be working on. And sorry, by morning she will say daybreak.
And by daybreak, do you mean the end of day, or do you mean dawn tomorrow?
Dawn.
Okay, dawn tomorrow. Okay. 20 hours by dawn? Yes, questioningly.
She nods.
Alright, come by. By dawn, I'll have the arrows for you.
Is he not requiring payment up front? Like, is that common? Because I, as a player, don't know if that's common.
I mean, it seems a little weird that he's not requiring payment up front. But you're not a merchant, so...
She will walk back over, get 30 gold from Ragna, walk back over, plop it on his desk. We'll see you at dawn. And she will just leave.
Alright. Anything else you want to do?
Well, aside from you giving me an entire rundown of everything, again, that they would know, is there any place you can think Lunara would want to check out in this city, like, stealthy?
in this town specifically, you guys kind of showed up, got talked to by a guard who came out of the watchtower to your east. Was told basically, as Sky said, to hurry up and move along. Then went to the inn, talked to some people there, and was told about a chapel by many different peoples, by rumors or people actually talking about it far to the north, but that's not in town itself. Try did investigate the local orphanage to the west, but there's nothing like immediately that your character would know that was not really covered by the recap. So it's you guys kind of just arrived in town.
Alright, which way did we come in?
You came in from the south, across the bridge.
So, from the ferry? Okay. Okay. We've seen guards, so I've assumed we've seen guards' uniforms. Which faction does the city seem to belong to?
The guards of the town itself do not seem to bear Vazian military. They do have the symbol of... Let me go grab this. Where is it? Ghosts. Notes. Where are you, my boy? Control F, this will be easier. There we are. They seem to bear symbols of a large oaken tree growing up from a rift within the earth that seems to be sprouting sunlight from beyond its boughs.
What check do you want that I'm not proficient in to make that?
Let me go look at your lores real quick, because I know you just put them out. You can roll me an intelligence with proficiency, actually. Because you have folklore of Azia.
Yeah.
Rip.
Wow.
Do you not have intelligence?
I do. Wait.
You didn't add your proficiency then, because that's... Proficiency plus intelligence is plus 6 for you.
Oh.
Total of 10.
It's 10.
Yeah, symbology does not look familiar to you.
Hey, Ragna, do you know who that symbology is? I asked, making the DM roll for his own character.
Well, we go bring Ragna. Prepare to be amazed. Okay. No idea.
Why would they wear a fish on their armor? I don't get it.
Maybe they
Alright.
have like a fish thing with the local liege lord. That looks like a tree to me. Anyways, anything else you would like to do?
Figured it out, guys. It's the Royal Guard of the Rorschach test.
What time of day is it at this point?
Be about 1-ish in the afternoon.
Considering what we know about this town, I feel like there is some sneaky sneak stuff Lunara would do. Does this... It's not marked anywhere, but does this have... Are any of these houses, like, noble houses or anything like that? Because didn't they say that... Like, I don't know, I thought...
None of them appears to be particularly noble. The largest estate would be the orphanage. That one does appear to be a bit better off. Definitely not just a shop house combination like these two are. Then there's obviously the inn itself, which is pretty hefty, but the orphanage is definitely the biggest house in town.
Alright. Can you just recap for me what exactly it is we're doing? I know we found the wannabe cultists, They said they joined this guy who had basically not taken over, but kind of taken over this. Can you just recap it for me? I'm sorry.
So, you guys are here in the town of Duskwitch in search of the second seed, the cure to the plague that is befalling those back in the hamlet of Ravenshire, the Rebellion HQ. You guys, as you had mentioned, encountered some cultists along the road towards the Blackthorn Tower to find the first seed, who had kidnapped and were going to sacrifice Ragna. You saved her and managed to fell some of them, getting some of them to surrender, essentially, and you talked to them and tried to tell them, essentially, that the way that they're going about showing their devotion to the light was wrong, and they should, turn another leaf and start showing it through, like faith and prayer rather than murder and sacrifice. So they ran off and started potentially doing that. You guys then did a whole Blackthorn Tower stuff, blah, 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 killed a lot of things there, got your seed, found some information from that place, not relevant to this town, but relevant to the seed business. And then marched your way up here. There's no, in between travel issues, you guys kind of just showed up, no problem along the road, which was good and pretty lucky, and had a ill welcome by the guard captain, who, as mentioned earlier, basically said, hurry up and move along. Everyone else was essentially being very closed off, shutting windows, doors, kind of like keeping their distance away from the party. As you guys entered the tavern, there were a few individuals already in there who were chatting up. Some of you had some gossip and learned about some interesting things. Some of you were chatting up with the barkeep, who was, unlike everyone else in town, was perhaps annoyingly cheery. It's, hard to say. Also notable is that they are a tiefling, which you have not seen a lot of tieflings in your travels thus far. Overall, though, you had some information that Malraphis, the local priest in town, has guided them through their troubles and has been protecting them from the beasts of the wild, ensuring that the creatures, the cursed ones that have been felling this forest, do not harm the citizenry here. And many of the citizens are actively praising of this as individual, who is supposedly, per the previous cultist back in the cave that you saved Ragnar from, and from people here, the leader of this cult, of the Holy Light, as they call it. You guys also learned that a lot of people have been going missing in town, adults predominantly. Their children have been taken in by Mother Strauss within the local orphanage, which is what Cry found out. And of recent, there has been some beasts going out towards the local lumber mill, doing some, nasty stuff over there. There's, probably some more stuff, but that's brief mental recap of what, you generally have an idea of the area.
Cry, would you say it's reasonable that we all regrouped at some point and you told me about Strauss and her leaving the orphanage to go into the forest that no adult is supposed to go into?
Yeah, that would have happened before you went off.
Okay. Well, I will wait in... will I wait? No, I won't. As they walk, Lunara will say to Ragna quietly, "You remember the watchword, right?"
Out of character, no.
No, it's just... It's whatever signal they would have had. There is no out of character.
Okay.
This is basically her saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go sneak somewhere. You're spotting for me."
Password is always swordfish.
Except when it's ice cream.
Got it. All right.
So is the orphanage open to the public, or did Mother Strauss lock it, or...
Cry, I don't know if you mentioned this, Cry, but they did lock the door when they left the building.
Yeah, Cry's pretty into detail of the whole keen mind and +7 investigation thing, so I would hope they would.
So yes,
Alright.
you would know that the door was locked.
Are these houses, storehouses,
They are houses.
fields? There's all of these are houses.
Yep.
Is there a back door?
Well, skirting around the edges of the building. Are you doing this stealthily? Keep in mind that it
We're
is
just
midday.
We're just taking a leisurely walk around town,
All right. Well,
breaking in my new armor.
taking a leisurely walk around town, you would find that there does appear to be a back door right there. So you would be around this point when you'd notice.
Oh, so this is the one building.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was looking at that as two separate.
Higher story, lower story.
Yeah, got it. Are there any windows back here?
Give me a perception check.
Hmm?
I forgot I have to use the actual thing on my thing now. Tell me your secrets!
Alright, you would find that there is a window here. There's also a couple on the second story above. You would see that there is a circular window above the door here.
But there are no windows here.
Not
on
that you can
this.
see from your current angle.
Well, no, we would literally just be taking a leisurely walk, like, checking out the town, you know.
Gotcha. You would see that there are some windows about 10, 8 feet apart along this wall.
Taking a leisurely stroll, walking into the woods. Not the woods, but, you know.
Alright. High or low?
Hi.
Alright. Carry on.
Can I make a perception check? I don't know about what, but can I do it?
Sure.
You're just gonna say carry on, aren't you?
And you'd see there's some people wandering the streets at this point in time. Some are giving you odd looks, but nothing out of the ordinary. You already knew this town is kind of distrusting of newcomers.
That moment you realize you just called highs and lows for the rest of the party, not you.
Alright. How high is this building? The roof?
That building there goes up about 12 feet to the brim, the edge of the roof.
Is this one the same size or shorter?
That one's about 8 feet to the brim.
Okay. Alright, did you actually go in the orphanage?
They did not.
Okay, damn. Well, if you were someone with something to hide, do you think your office would be upstairs or downstairs?
Probably upstairs. Or perhaps a hidden basement trapdoor.
Yes, but that's going to drastically complicate things. Plus, I don't think there's any way of getting into the middle of the house unseen with a gaggle of children around. Hey, what languages does Ragna speak?
Just put the children to sleep.
You know she would speak Common, Elven, and Vazian. You do not know anything else because you haven't really asked her.
I will say all this in Vazian.
All right.
Do you have spirits on you by chance?
Not on me, no. I mean, the innkeeper has got us covered on drinks, though.
She's gonna walk back to the inn and get a couple of pints of ale to go.
All right. While that is going on, is anyone else doing anything of note?
Cry is copying Dark Whispers until about 5.
All right.
I'd like to amend that. I'm sending Ragna to the inn.
Okay.
Wary would probably be helping out in the kitchen until Ragnar shows up without Thana.
Let's see, how long would that take for purposes of my tracking?
I said hi, so obviously these rolls are good, right? Right?
All right. Means I need.
And then Lunara was ambushed because they were alone
All right.
by a changeling assassin.
So
Fuck off.
the
In the bathroom.
Gotcha.
I would actively attempt to stealth while she's gone, because, I mean, they did remind me about the buddy system thing. Which Thana would have known even if I forgot it.
Well, you can roll me a stealth check, and for Cry, for your checking in on your bird, you would see that they are still taking a walk down Forest Road. Just, slowly hobbling along. Doesn't look like they're too far out. I mean, every now and then you check, you see that they have been making progress, but they're an old lady. They take a while to walk. As for Ein, is Ein doing anything of note?
No, not really.
All right. And since Garrison is still AFK, how are you hiding?
Sorry, I'm here, but I'm not doing anything particular.
Gotcha. So, how are you hiding, Lunara?
Well, are these trees? What am I looking at here?
These are trees, yes.
I'm going to wait until I see no one observing me. I'm just gonna climb a tree.
Hello.
Pines are usually thick. I assume these are pines. They look like
Those
pines.
are pine, or for some form of coniferous tree.
Okay.
And high or low, also need perception check.
This will also serve the dual purpose that if someone does see me, well, they're probably gonna ask what I'm doing sitting in a tree, but they might not ask what I'm doing standing around. Low.
All right, and your perception? Right. You wait for a moment for when people seem to disperse. No longer, walking along the alleyways of this area and making your way to their relevant houses or to their relevant places of business. Some move into the buildings closest to you, and you see them kind of shutter their windows. But overall, doesn't seem to be anyone watching at this point in time. You take the opportunity to strike towards the tree and climb up into the shadowy boughs. And while that's going on, Ragna would make their way inside. Let me go bring you downstairs because you said you were cooking. You'd see her kind of make her way to the bar here.
Where we would tell Ariza, oh, 1 second, I need to talk to someone.
Oh, don't worry about it. I got it all covered here.
Okay.
Yeah, real quick, I could use 2 pints of ale.
2? Oh, okay. Looks for the ale.
You see a keg here, some mugs down below the bar.
Go gather it up, pour into mugs, that sort of stuff. Return here, call back 2 pints of ale to the kitchen, so she knows.
Right. Put the payment on the counter. She doesn't know who the party's paying for. You guys are paid for, so.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I'll put payment on the counter because Wary doesn't have any clue.
Okay. You would, how much do you put on the counter? Because you don't know where the payment is.
I guess, he'd look at he'd just put like 5 gold down.
Ragnar would, like, okay, this is supposed to be quick, but you know we're paid for, right? We already, yes, we already paid our tab here. With meals, everything, it's covered for the next couple of days.
Oh. Looks at the gold on the counter, leaves it there.
Alright, I'm just gonna take the mugs. Gotta be quick. Left not her alone, okay.
Oh. You, not good.
Yeah, no, that's... Yep.
Mm.
Alright, she's gonna make her way out. And while that was going on... Lunara, as you're hunkering into that tree, giving a good old look around, I have to roll something real quick. See here... 1d10. Good fucking god.
10 guards just appear in front of her.
Alright, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright. You would see kind of pushing through the alleyways, moving up into the open area that you two were hanging out in for a while, is a large group of individuals dressed in haphazard attire, looks like shoddily put together military uniforms, as well as whatever they really could find to suitably use as weaponry. Group of 10 militia members. They look around the area. Let's see here. I'm going to roll some checks. I'm just going to roll 2 for each of them. So 2 for each group type. So the soldiers. The pikemen. And the archers. Alright. You see them begin looking around the area, and one would speak up.
Does the thick tree give me any additional cover? Because I only lost it by 1.
I mean, the tree lets you hide. Otherwise, if you were just standing in the open, I would, even if you had a 21, you would instantly be spotted because you're in the middle of the open, in the middle of daytime.
Eh, fair enough.
But, they would begin looking around. You sure about this, boss? I mean, they kind of just were standing around in town, recent customers. Yeah, the boss's words, we got to, what was it again?
Right. We need to make sure the place is safe and secure. Don't want them beasties getting in. That's right. You know, I can't be so sure with how them monsters here. I'll make sure, Hey. What's that? What's what? Up there in the tree. Hold a moment.
Lunara will stay absolutely completely still and not acknowledge this. Hoping he, I don't know, thinks he was wrong.
Roll me another stealth.
I have a +10. I have a motherfucking +10.
It's a cursed existence, truly.
I'm using a fucking... matter.
Alright. Let's see here.
Sworn I saw something. Right, lads. Fine out. Keep an eye out for any of them strangers about. Could be working with them beasts. Not the law.
I'll go give a little nod and start moving around. Go ahead.
One of the guards in the back mutters that it must have been the wind.
No. You would see them begin spreading out, though, and keeping an eye on the area.
Um... I should have done this before and I didn't think of it.
Yes, you do.
Huh?
I was just organizing them. Alright.
I'm going to try to get Psychic Whispers to connect with Ragna as soon as I can.
What's the range on it?
It technically says someone you can see within 1 mile.
Alright, so you cannot see her at this point in time.
Yeah. Though I have to say, I should have had done that when she left to make sure she was safe, and I didn't think about it.
Tis truly a cursed existence. Alright, as you see them begin to look around the area, some time has passed. I'm going to give them another check to see if they notice you. Same roll as before.
Are you wanting me to re-roll as well, or no?
Your roll is still the same as it was before.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Basically, it maintains stealth until you do something to alter your stealth, which you have not done at this point in time. However, let's see here. Where is my soldier? Here we go. That's one of them, and then the other dude is there, so it would be this one.
No, I'm sure I saw it this time. Boys, check the tree. Must be something going on there. Maybe that hag put a curse on it or something, one of her fetishes. Right, boss?
Did he say hit the tree?
Check the tree.
Oh, check. How high up am I?
You assumedly would have climbed about 10-15 feet. Anything
Does
beyond...
it look like they can climb, or are they just looking up?
I mean, they're humans. They probably can climb.
Oh yeah, but they're also wearing armor. I don't know if they can
You're
climb.
wearing armor.
I'm not a human. Nah, I know that argument doesn't hold water.
Anyways, They will begin checking the tree. Give me one moment while I roll the perceptions. And I will move Ragna as she will have taken another movement to there and would have been like, oh shit, and would roll stealth. Instead of using a dash.
1 second. Before they see me, I'm probably gonna do something. I'm just making sure I can do it.
Holding.
I use psychic whispers to make it sound like they're hearing something from somewhere else. Because technically they're hearing it in their mind, so it, like...
Let's see here. What feats do you have?
What do you mean? You mean aside from the normal rogue stuff?
What feats? Things that you gain at 3 and 6.
Calculating mind and sharpened psychic blade and resilient.
Why do you have 3 feats?
First level ASI being a feat instead of...
For first level ASI is the Dex and Intelligence.
No, it's not. That's my 4th level ASI.
Okay, I see. Well, in that case, alright. You do not have the necessary feats to do this, just doing it. So, I will need you to roll a deception with disadvantage to attempt this, if you want to do so. And you'd also have to choose... actually, it says you can choose multiple targets, so yeah, you can just let me know which targets.
Alright. I will... am I assuming that we're looking at this map as a compass? So, north...
North is north,
east?
yes.
Okay. Alright, so... This guy,
Mm-hmm.
this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and this guy,
Alright.
I am going to try to make it sound like someone yells trouble at the east gate in their minds. I assume there is an east gate, like it's not exactly on the map, but...
There's not an east gate, no.
Oh. Is there a west gate?
There's not a gate in general. This place is not walled.
Okay, but there's a road then.
Yeah.
Okay, then trouble on the east road. Like, no, because... Wait, no. If they think other guards are calling it, then yeah. Because that's where the guard tower is, so yeah, that enhances what I think this would work. Alright, dumb ideas aside, that's what she says to the 3 of them.
What specifically do you say?
I want it to sound like someone is yelling, "Trouble on the Eastern Road."
All right, roll me deception with disadvantage.
Wait. Oh my god, fucking, do I have any way to reroll that?
Inspiration?
I don't have inspiration.
I believe Sky's the one who has inspiration at this point in time.
You are probably gonna. Yeah. Can I have them have inspiration?
You can give it to him, yeah.
Yeah. Inspiration is.
Okay. Thank.
All right. Inspiration gives you advantage, and you already have 2 dice rolls, so you take the 15.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I rolled that with.
Yeah.
Funny, it's the same roll either way.
Yeah, I only have a +3 deception?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay.
It's a total of.
It's a 21 plus 1 because of your psychic dice roll. 22 total.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So, you would see this fellow here, and this fellow here suddenly look up, drawing their weapons at this point in time.
Oi! Got trouble on the Eastern Road, boys. But sir, someone in this tree.
For that, I'm going to give him a check to see if he cares about the insubordination. If he fails this check, we'll see where it goes from there. Alright.
Bloody well knew it. Terrence, Gordon, check it out. You 3 with me.
He is going to sprint to here. As these guys begin moving on. And as that goes on, it was an action for you to do that. They use their turns to do this. Because we're not in initiative. Or you want to do anything else with your turn? As we're not technically initiative, but we're sort of in initiative.
Can't bonus action hide to reroll stealth, can I?
You've already been spotted at this point in time. You need a different hiding location to do that. Because, you know, he's actively looking at you.
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Alright. While you're doing that, these people here will begin moving forward. Checking out the tree. This man here, you'll hear him say,
Oi, what was that?
we'll begin moving down. While that's going on,
Oi, get down for there. I see you. Hey, what are you doing up there anyways?
and then she is just gonna get a little peek around the corner there and probably realize she needs to do some other stuff.
Damn, I was really hoping when someone said, "Hey, there's trouble," all of the guards would run. But sure. She will very casually jump down, as if she's done absolutely nothing wrong.
And then her stealth check. Alright, that'll trigger that. To jump down, they front two will raise their pikes, not pointing them directly at you, but definitely in a this is not a friendly conversation at this point in time. And as you do that, these guys will continue running off to the east. The archer will have their bow at their ready. This guy kind of circle around. You'll hear to the southeast, these guys beginning moving south. And beginning shouting, "Oi, you, stop!"
I can't believe we had to burn another village down.
I'm fine. Ragna's probably not, but I'm fine.
What you
You
doing?
remember? So,
Oh, what, Sage?
What you doing? Why you hanging on that there tree? Yeah, got reports about some stranger skulking about, causing mischief, starting the local populace. Wouldn't happen to be you there, fella?
I mean,
What do you mean,
it
fella?
probably was me. I'm not sure what mischief I did walking through the town up to this tree. As for what I was doing, well, I was avoiding my companions, because they are fucking annoying and drunk in the inn. And anyone who's spent any time in the woods, she looks at them all as if questioning if they would actually know this, knows that hunkering up in a tree like this is the warmest place to be.
Roll deception. And what is the actual wording of your disguise feature? Can you post it to me real quick?
Oh my fucking god!
That's a cursed existence.
Get you the actual wording.
Because I want it to be a benefit, but by the wording I remember, right now it might be a drawback. So I need to look at the wording so I can see if I can.
You can project your will upon your physical appearance as an action, altering your physical form space. Da 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 da. You're able to da 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 da.
Just post me the wording.
Okay.
Speed reading will not help in this endeavor.
Oh shit.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Me and you are gonna have to talk after this.
Well,
I didn't hear what you said.
just talking to myself as I was reading through the ability and confirming things.
Oh.
All right.
Right there, lad. Well, the boss is one in this area kept nice and clean. What was, monsters out there and all, so gonna have to ask you to head back into that inn. If you don't like your companions, inn's safest place for you. I still don't understand. Yes, though, yes. You need to join your companions back at the inn. Town's not a safe place. On the outskirts. Best to stick with the inn or the local shops.
Alright. She'll put her hands up as if giving in, say nothing, turn and walk off like she is complying, but without really giving them the chance to say nor ask more.
All right. As you walk off, they will step in lockstep and begin following you. You head back to the inn.
I mean, this being the most available path, whether I go south or west, would I have been able to hear those guards say, "Hey, stop"?
Pass perception of 11. They yelled it. You would have been able to hear it, yeah. We'll get to what happened there in a moment, because they would actually be doing more stuff while you were doing that conversation.
Well, I'm probably about to interfere with this, so you should...
Alright. Let's see, she would have been able to get about there. And I would have had some conversation. Let's give her a check. Oh,
Oh, Sage, am I hiding my bestial form in this town, or no?
If it's not a rebellion town, assume that you're hiding it.
Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure.
Alright, they have a plus that. Alright, as you round the corner, you would see just the edge of Ragna's cloak and 2 guards following her eastward along the road.
She's walking of her own free will, yes?
She's not being manacled or anything like that, no. She is walking of her own free will.
Would would Cry be able to like see down this road from their room?
Let me go look at the inn. You would be able to see Ragna being followed by 2 guards if you're looking out your window actively, but I don't know if you would be, considering this is around 1:30 and you said you're studying till 5?
They're copying down a spell, yeah, but you've studied. You look around all the time.
But actively looking behind you to do this. I'm going to require you to roll a perception check for that.
Okay. I see.
You would notice. Yeah, you would have glanced and noticed something a bit off, and that would pique your interest, and you would have then actively noticed them being marched eastward by a pair of guards.
I do not.
Were you going to do something about it, Sky?
Oh, I will do nothing for now.
Okay. In that case,
So I'm just sitting here waiting.
yeah, you seemed like you were going to do something about it, then there was
I
nothing.
muted as I was saying it, I guess. My bad.
Yeah. All right. In that case, you would, assumingly that you're continuing down this path, Lunara.
Well, as soon as I could have seen Ragna, I mean, yes, but as soon as I could have seen Ragna, she'll hear the mental message in her head play along.
Right. All right, carry on. You guys not an initiative, but you'd be just walking.
She would get to here, and she is actually not going to do anything. If they let Ragna walk safely into the inn, then that's fine.
Do you also join her to the inn?
Yes.
All right. The guards would bring you to the inn, both of you, and you guys would find yourselves back inside. I'm going to shucky duck you guys to the interior map. Boop. All right. Not too long after that, a couple minutes after giving her the ales, you would find Ragna and Lunara both enter the building. Ragna still holding 2 mugs of ale in her hands. Suppose we should head back up to the room then?
For now.
You wanna
As
join
they
Betty?
As they pass, Wary would kind of wave over as he's offered to join. He'd look over at Ariza and be like, "Do you still need help, or?"
We're just about at the end of the rush. Appreciate the help, though.
Well, if you ever need any more, I will be happy to oblige.
I'll certainly take you up on that.
Oh, by the way, I left some money on the counter for the ales. It was one of my friends.
You didn't have to do that. You had already paid up. Certainly appreciated.
Yes, well, enjoy it. See you in a bit.
Alright. And I'm gonna shuck you guys up to the floors above. Boop.
Lunara will actually take one of the ales from Thana and sip it.
Very good, very good. But Ragna will kind of offer Wary the ale.
Oh, you do not want it?
Not if we're going to be doing something a bit more, notable later tonight.
This only makes me warmer. And he'll start chugging it.
We have a few hours at least before I'll try that again.
She will open the door to a Garridan's room, if it's not locked.
No, no.
If it is, Thana will open it. Wait.
Oh, I wasn't expecting everyone back. Is everything okay?
Bit of excursion, I'll let, Nara describe it. I'll gather the others.
Knock, knock, knock.
Ja, ein gutes Powwow in Garden's room.
Alright. And she is going to go past the door and then to this door and knock on Cry's door.
Cry will pick their rowdy utensils. Open the door.
Group's gathering up to discuss what we found.
Made some friends in town, have we?
Well, I don't think it went well. So, you know.
Cry takes the seat.
She'll lean against the wall.
Well, we did manage to get the shopping done, at least. She looks down at her armor, and then looks to Ragna.
Did they have any holy water that you could find?
Didn't ask.
Didn't see any on the shelves, but we haven't checked the general store. But at the very least wasn't any on display.
So, what happened? Did someone give you beers?
Well,
No, the ale was part of my disguise that I didn't get to use.
we were taking a stroll around town, stopped off by the orphanage, and I was sent off to go get some ales for the disguise, and as I came back, there was guards all over the place. That was fun.
Right, well, as I see it, she leans back against the wall. Who in the hell, let alone a little old lady, locks an orphanage full of children and then wanders into the big fat forest that everyone's supposed to be so scared of, all by her lonesome? She probably has something interesting in there, in an office or something, and that's what I intend to go find.
I mean,
I
did she
just
leave
got interrupted this time.
Did she leave a window open?
Do you think a closed window will stop me?
No, but if you lock kids in a house, you should at least leave a window open.
Well, wait a minute. Were these guards? Were they keeping an eye on the children, or were they keeping an eye on the building? Like, do they actually suspect that there's trouble inside, or do they expect trouble to find the orphanage?
I think they just saw us two taking a walkabout and someone got suspicious.
This town doesn't seem very welcoming to outsiders, does it?
Can hardly
worse.
blame them.
If the guards in, Hadron?
That's the name of the planet.
Oh, whatever that first city we were first in.
That would be the town of Tranmere.
Could have been worse. the guards in Tranmere saw me, well, they probably would have lost quite a bit of blood.
Do you have issues with Tranmere?
Isn't Tranmere we were in that was the town that was persecuting the beast folk and killing innocent people?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, but I, as a character, was not certain you had ever been there since you were not
Oh
with us.
shit! I forgot that wasn't me! Ignore that. I totally forgot that wasn't me!
The crux of many characters.
Hmm.
You would have just said, if this had been other towns I have been to, then the guards would have lost some blood.
You routinely attack guards.
When they routinely attack me and leave me no choice.
Did I get an extra first level spell slot from somewhere?
Ring of Wizardry.
Oh, right.
Anyway, she stretches, takes a sip of the ale. I'll go back after dark. My only worry is that Wait, how far of a walk is it from the church to the town?
You do not know specifically. Let me go look at the world map because I don't believe you guys discovered where the town or the chapel is located. You know it's north
We
of
know
the town.
it's in the north.
Yeah. Let's see here. DM view.
Perhaps
Player view.
Perhaps we should maybe swap teams. I don't know, Cry, do you have any magic that can help out in case the unexpected happened? Since it's not unreasonable to assume that they'll be keeping an eye out for a while if they have suspicions.
I do have I could just resummon the bird that is currently following the old nun lady. She just seems to be walking very slowly for a while.
No.
Well, actually, the invisibility thing was more what I meant, so that works.
Keep the bird. We need to know when she comes back. The invisibility is... She grins. Nods.
I would say that we could, go there under the guise of adopting a child, but, I have the strange nagging feeling that won't work out well for me. Don't know where
Well,
that's from.
I don't think there's anyone there. Anyway. If the woman's left.
Well, Cry, you said there were kids there,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean adults that speak to and therefore distract.
I meant more like when this lady comes back. But like I said, I don't know if that's a viable idea. I have a feeling like something's going to go funky.
I also have a feeling like perhaps you shouldn't do that. Fine. How many invisibility spells can you prepare? Well, how many times can you cast it? Thank you. Does Allie have any sort of stealth / natural camouflage because snow?
I mean, if they're actually in snow, they probably have benefits, yeah.
Ailey shakes her head as you feel a little wave of disappointment go over you.
Alternatively, I can set the other half of the town on fire to create a distraction.
I really like burning things. Wait, what?
Don't worry about it. Sorry. The impulses have been getting stronger of late.
Impulses?
Yes.
Sophia, does she look like a normal owl, or does she look like her picture?
Probably half and half. Like they can look like a normal owl.
Garrison, you can speak with Sophia, right?
Kind of.
Here's my thought. Ayn makes me invisible. I go over there with Sophia, who passes as any other normal owl flitting about town in the darkness. If you can keep mental contact with Sophia, and I can link you to mental contact with me, then you can warn me should anything go awry. Or if you can share senses with her, I don't know, whatever the hell it is Cry does.
Well, before that, who should the second invisible target be? I can make 2 people invisible after all.
Even if something happened and we communicate with each other, I'm not exactly a second story man.
What does that mean?
Like, nice way of saying like,
Burglar.
a burglar.
Ah. Yeah, I wasn't asking any of you to come with me. Just send Sophia to fly with me. You can stay in the comfort of your own room, provided this room is 1 mile from the orphanage, which I'm gonna damn well believe that it is. Actually, I don't know the limitation of share senses, and Lenara wouldn't either.
100 feet for Find Familiar spell.
So then make a Garroted invisible. He can take the North Watch. Sophia can take the South. I'll have dual warning if the orphanage lady comes back through either door.
Wouldn't you already have that warning with Prize Familiar following them?
Your familiar is a lot less conspicuous?
And the Raven is more of a borrowed familiar. I don't have quite the same abilities that we have with familiars as we know.
Thana will speak into Ein's head. Stop asking stupid questions.
I'm William Shrug.
So, does anybody need anything hit, or should I go back to cooking?
No, hopefully we won't need anything hit.
We will send someone to come get you if we need anything cut. Wary.
I could also possibly follow along behind.
I don't think we want people wandering the town at night, drawing eyes to the orphanage. I mean, Garrison will be invisible. Sophia will be an owl. But you're not exactly nondescript.
I could go underground.
Out of character, important question. How long does it take to get to the orphanage from the inn?
Assume not even 5 minutes, looking at the map?
Yeah,
That's a good question.
I believe it also depends on how fast you are.
It's true. It's a
Yeah.
couple minute walk if you're just walking there. If you're like full and sprinting, you'd be there in a couple seconds.
Okay. So we don't have to worry about the duration.
No.
Just okay. We're
Let
good.
me see how long it would take me there.
And that also means I don't have to resort to the Plan B Fireball diversion. Instead, the Fireball will be if the guard actually shows up and starts getting hostile.
Please do not set the orphanage on fire.
I do know.
Unless
that-
you said that I Sigilian, then Thana will probably smack you.
No, that was OC.
I am currently bound to Malphus,
Oh,
so
yeah, then.
I do know the invisibility spell.
Oh, perfect.
Of my current level of power, every casting of it allows me to turn 2 people invisible.
So we have 4 then.
Think you all will just end up standing out in the cold, but give it to Wary. He can be underground anyway,
Mhm.
and pop up if he is needed. I don't particularly know what the last one of you is going to do standing out in the cold.
Oh, certainly not the worst thing if someone stays here as a lookout. Maybe try, if they don't have to be in person, could send Allie to give us notice if, say, the old woman enters the cavern or something.
Mhm.
I won't need her to do that. My mental connection will be connected to you, Garethith, to Pry, and to Wary. I'll be able to speak to you and you to me.
Yes, but aren't we both going to be outside of the orphanage?
And my
not-
mental connection lasts for a mile.
That's okay, yes, but if you want us to go with you to be watchers out in the orphanage, you could have someone stay here to give us a heads up if someone of note enters here. Since people know there are strangers staying here, I think we're literally the only people renting rooms.
I agree, and that can be Cry, who I will already have a mental connection with.
So, Ein and I will stay here while Thana, Garden, and Wary, potentially Ailey, go invisible to go investigate the orphanage.
No, me, Garethith, and you said potentially. I don't know if she's coming or not. Lunara will nod.
Okay, so that puts us into 2 groups of 3, which will most likely keep us very safe.
And when are we
And
doing
your mental
this?
connection going far enough, all you need to do is be in connection with one of us here, the other 2 with you, so that you can stay in contact. Seems easy enough.
For when she looks at Cry. Is the old woman still walking north?
Cry's eyes kind of resembled that of a bird for a few seconds.
All right, let me go look at something. Well, they were walking west to begin with, but 1 second.
Oh. I thought they were walking towards the temple.
They were walking
North.
west, out of town. At this point in time, they would be walking north at this point in time, along from looks of it, a much newer road, in that it doesn't look like it's moss covered or abandoned and like in state of disrepair, but it is dirt, as if it were perhaps one that's heavily tread along a forest path that has since decayed the grass and the other flora that would have previously made this just a a path through the forest rather than like a game trail rather than an actual road.
And I look around a little bit as the raven to kind of guess where it would be on a map.
Give me a cartographer's check with disadvantage. From the looks of it, they appear to be somewhere on this road. Control F and E.
Oh. Okay. I will unfurl a map and point to the little road that we have drawn on it. I believe she is currently walking north around this area.
Looking at the map, could I guess how long it would take her to get to the Menhir Stone, if that's what I'm assuming she's going to?
Give me a cartographer check.
So that's
Intelligence
1d20
cartographer.
plus... Okay.
If you're proficient with cartographer tools, you'll have proficiency. Otherwise, you just add intelligence.
Oh.
That is not E, but it's something. There we go. You think an average person could walk in about 4 hours to that Menhir Stone up there? From the town to the Menhir Stone, if they're following that path, 4 hours.
I'd say we give it 2 hours. Let it get slightly darker outside. If she turns from the middle of this path and comes back, that'll still give us a buffer. If she goes all the way to the stone, then that really won't matter.
What time is sunset say?
Sunset is about 5:30ish.
Oh, that's perfect. That gives me just enough time to finish copying down this spell.
Right, well. I guess I'll see you all at whatever the hell time I just said.
Meet up in Garridan's room just after sunset.
Alright then.
Wait. No. Sunset would be 4 hours from now. I only wanted to wait 2 hours. Because Sage said it's about, like, 1:30 now, right?
It's about 1:30, yeah.
But still, if you want to go during dark, you'd have to wait longer than that, though.
It's true.
Right, but my worry is if she's not actually going to the stone, then we actually don't know how long she'll be.
Well, I'll keep an eye on her with the Raven. If she starts heading back this way, I will send Ailey to go gather everyone.
I guess let me know at about 3:30 if she's still going north. Because if she is, it'll still take her 3 hours to get back.
Alright, and
You're
then
sharing this room with Garridan, by the way.
that'd be wary.
Okay.
Then it's you, Ein, and Ragna up here, and it would be Cry down here. So Ragna did find Ein in here, which was weird. but all these rooms are empty, so you know it's whatever.
Ein claimed it as theirs.
No,
Alright.
I just didn't know which room we were in.
Anything you guys want to do for the time before the next check-in?
I
Nope,
mean, we
I'm
can
good.
go check for holy water at the shop if you want. And, like, I don't know if you need it tonight, but
Ah, well, that's how I use my healing spells. Would be very nice.
All right.
well, I was actually gonna suggest Ein go.
Oh.
Because the guards already told us to go the fuck back to the inn, so if we're seen walking about, they have, like, actual reason to get mad at us.
That's fair.
In that case, I will observe some of the people. Are there any people coming in and out the tavern?
At this point in time, there'd be people leaving as they've had their lunch, essentially. There's not anyone coming in.
Would it be enough time for me to identify somebody to shapeshift into, to make it easier to?
Are you wanting to shapeshift into a random person or a named NPC?
Someone nondescript.
It's easy enough to shift into a random male or
Basically
female
a
NPC.
Okay, I'll just do that and then head to the shop to see if there's holy water. I will also ask Garrett for gold before we do that, so I don't have the awkward situation where, hey, I'm here to buy holy water.
All right. Here comes the question. Do you have shitty clothing?
I have a disguise kit.
Excellent. All right, let me disguise check.
All right, I believe I have proficiency in this. What stat is it?
Be using charisma.
Okay, so charisma. Ability checks don't know about proficiency, I don't think, so I will just okay. Add proficiency to that, so +3, so it's the 10.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you definitely look like some random lumberjack or person within town. Your attire is the best you could do on short notice. It's definitely looks like it's probably designed for the stage rather than it is designed to just, be practical clothing. But, on close expansion, it might get noticed. Otherwise, it should be fine.
Hold on. Are they doing this in the room with me? Because I also have disguise proficiency, and I can give them advantage. I mean, I assume I can aid them, which would give them advantage.
Yeah. Are you doing it in the same room?
Yes.
And you would notice this.
How do I look? Not usually.
You're doing this all wrong. She walks over and just starts changing things. Musses up her hair. Takes a little bit of ale from the tankard and kind of splashes it on her clothes. Like, not a lot, but just like the tips of her fingers. Re-roll that check.
To be honest, you look a lot like the townsfolk around here, but clothing looks like it might be from a bit further south.
Alright, I'll just roll that again. I'm gonna save this time. Okay.
Alright.
But still, what, +3?
+3 total, 17.
+3, so 17, yeah.
Alright.
That's better than 7.
It's 10 total. With the guidance of Thana, you are able to meet out a more appropriate disguise. It definitely looks like you're wearing, commoner attire rather than commoner attire, air quotes.
Keep hearing a tire.
Yeah, I know. A commoner's
Right.
outfit.
Well, that looks better. Now, she smiles. All you need to do is get rid of your superiority complex and act like the commoner you are. She pats her head, and it's condescending, but it's obviously joking. And then she walks back and sits down.
Oh no, woe is me, I am a harmless commoner who is terrified of monsters, so I'm going out to buy holy
Roll me a perception check, Lunara. You would have heard from Ragna just whispering under her breath. I say the same about you.
Is she saying that in regards to me?
When you
or-
said superiority complex to Ein, she whispered that under her breath.
I will wait till Ian leaves the room.
Set the DC at 15, he rolled really high.
Alright. I will go out and also get to avoid the awkward chance of not having money for holy water. Guaranteed.
Oh, did you get sick in the last 5 minutes? You all right?
No, it's a disguise, you buffoon.
That's rude.
You
I'm
see
going
me
to
use
insult you. Now, can I have money?
Anyway, jokes aside, what can I help you with?
I've been told I should get some holy water just in case tonight.
All right.
Actually, how much money do I have on?
Your loot sheet says you have 241 gold. Or technically, you have 180 gold, 2 platinum, 340 silver, and 720 copper.
Not
Even if I could cast the spell to make holy water, I would still need silver, and I'm gonna be honest, after paying for everything here and giving money to furnish Ragna with silver, I don't have enough.
not to point out a slight problem with this. Other than our friend Garrison here, the only real source of holy water in this town might not be one we want to buy from.
I thought that was the point of getting it, though, so that we can investigate it. Before we
Was
go?
it?
Was it?
I
I'm
thought
confused.
the
I'm
point
confused.
was if we run into like shadow monsters or something.
That too. Let's just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Actually, the read it. Double checking the loot sheet again. How much do I have personally? How expensive was holy water normally?
I think it's like 50 gold even market value, but I think it also costs 50 gold to just make it of silver, so it's weird.
Holy water costs 88 gold off market.
88 gold?
88. 28. Combined equals
Ouch.
88. And not really combined, but 8 by side of another 8 is an 88. That's a horrible wording of it. 88 gold.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Yes.
We're using a silver standard too, right?
It's
Wow.
it's being modified.
Okay.
So could we not? So would it cost this? So it would cost less for Garrison to make it then.
Yeah, it'll take them time, but yeah.
Also, I can't because I'm pretty sure unless you're using the expanded rules that paladins can't actually cast ceremony.
Let me go check.
You need ceremony to make holy water?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Do I have ceremony? No.
I mean, an oracle might be able to prepare ceremony.
Oracles are spontaneous.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
spontaneous.
Well, then
Well,
that
actually,
would be really awful if you chose to take ceremony. Like,
Let's
no
see.
offense.
Ceremony is a paladin available spell.
Oh. Well, then I would still need to actually,
Prepare it.
sleep. And also buy silver, which I can't do.
Yeah, the party does have a lot of silver coins on them, if you look at your loot sheet. But you would need to get those powdered.
So
know
worst
if
case.
the-
So worst case scenario, market price holy water. I get powdered silver then. Would that work?
Sure. Is destroying currency illegal?
Yes, but being in resistance against the local government is also illegal.
Yes, I mean,
In country, destroying currency is definitely an issue.
that notwithstanding, it's more of the fact that we might not find someone willing to do it since, it's not legal.
No, that's why I said I'm buying silver powder, not
Oh.
making.
Oh, no, I misheard that.
I'm gonna AFK just 1 second while you guys do this shopping
Oh,
excursion.
excuse me.
Also, I have 200. If I have 241 gold on me, that with GP, that's fine, probably.
All right.
Okay.
Would you like to head out to the general store?
Yes, I would.
All right.
Oh,
Shucky and Ducky. Find yourself heading out of the tavern. The walkway itself, the main thoroughfare of the road of the town of Duskwitch, is definitely a bit more on edge. You can see that there are active patrols now of militiamen moving along the thoroughfare, sending some of the nearby citizens back to their buildings, who you would see would, quickly shutter and close their doors. Someone make comment to you as you're moving your way out of the tavern.
Oi, hurry up there. Near the curfew. Just about your business and back to your homestead.
Right.
All right.
Of course. All right. Okay, getting back to that might be hard. No.
You would find just across the way a large sign depicting that of a large insignia. It kind of just looks like an eye. And beneath it, you would see the words "One Outlet General Store."
Well, let's hope this is properly stocked. I'm gonna make her way in.
All right. Entering the building, you would see that it is decently compact. There's plenty of shelves throughout here, most of which are about belly height, and they are filled with all manner of different goods and services. A lot of sacks of grain, foodstuffs, rope, tools, common things that people might need. And inside, you would find that there is a counter, and behind the counter sits a relatively short fellow, bronze skin, golden eyes, glorious white hair flowing in a large mane that kind of trims out towards a long flowing, though decently trimmed beard, dressed in finer wares, though warm due to the season. As you can see, there's definitely a bit of pelt work beneath his finer cloak. And he bears a tattoo upon the center of his forehead, depicting that of perhaps a religious symbol. You would not know just off the bat. You'd have to roll a check for that.
May I roll a check on that?
Religion.
Okay. Behold my religion. Huh. Okay.
All right. You would identify the symbol itself as that of the deity Gazra, a deity of nature, of renewal, of the seasons, of storms, and the earth. You need more information about Gazra, I can let you know, but I figured you probably know since you've been in a lot of Pathfinder games.
Mm-hmm. Same one.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's right. Oh.
Yep.
Nope. Not a deity. Alright. Alright.
Greetings. What can I help you with?
Greetings. I'm here. I was asked to make a purchase of holy water or silver powder.
Oh, you got some sick back home then? Let's see here. We might have some in stock, but our office has been around often purchasing up most of what we have, so just a moment. I'll check our storehouse.
Sorry, which office did it say was going around purchasing it?
He said Malrathis.
Malrasus. Does Malrasus not make his own? I heard he was a great holy man.
Oh, they do, but, no, part of their construction requires more than they can produce in a short period of time. They want the church ready in the next couple of days. So, you can't exactly bless the building without an abundant supply of holy water.
I see.
Yep, so they've been going around. Even had a few of their parishioners out in the countryside, heading out to like Ravenshire and elsewhere, trying to pick up some supplies, but, you know. Anyways.
So I'll shuffle off to a small side door, open it, and head on to a room that's just filled to the walls with crates. This moment before he comes back, you want to do anything else?
I will take a look at the We'll try to take a look around like the inventory of the store to see like if anything else seems short in supply or missing, like if it's being bought up.
Wood is definitely limited here. There's not a lot of lumber available. There's also not a lot of like lumber axes, saws, rope. There is some rope, but you can see the pile of like the section where rope would be found. There's like maybe 1 or 2 bundles rather than the full stack that would be there. There also seems to be a lack of herbal reagents.
Lack of herbal reagents too. Okay, I will make note of that.
Mm-hmm. Right. And high or low?
Low.
All right.
That's just such a tradition.
Gonna come back out.
I'm afraid, we're all sold out. Maybe they have a bit left over up at the temple. It's just north of here. Along that, old men here stone. You know. Yeah, it seems, part of the green is, well,
That includes the powdered silver too.
powdered silver. I did not check for that. That's silly me. Silly me. One moment.
Okay, so that is where the temple is.
And they've been buying up all the holy water in town.
High or low?
Low again. There we go. Still.
Well, we did seem to have a single sack left. Fortunately, it was kind of tucked away. Might have lost it when they last came by to ask for it. It's going for about 60 gold for the sack.
60 gold per sack, huh?
That'd be the case.
May I make a check to see how much of a markup that is?
Roll me a merchant's tool. Intelligence merchants.
Unfortunately, that is one of my weak skills.
You have no
I have
idea.
No idea.
That seems like a fair price.
Based on the scarcity and all that. Well, let's go for the distraction route. Okay. By the way, sir, I can't help but notice that you worship Gosray. What do you think of Malrathis? Is he truly as holy as we're led to believe?
Well, Arafis is certainly a devout man, and he has done much good for the town. If that's to say anything, I'd say so. Not heard much of his Lord of Light, but, you know, times are changing.
I see. Well, I suppose it can't be helped. I'll buy it as is.
Very good. Be 60 gold, and the sack is yours.
All right, I will pay for that.
All right, excellent.
Thank you very much.
Of course, of course. Need anything else? Just let me know.
Of course, will do. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Hmm.
How many third level spell slots does? No, I wouldn't know at this time. All right, and I will attempt to get back to the tavern and while avoiding patrols,
All right, roll me a
or
stealth.
maybe pretend that her house is this way. I guess.
Roll me a stealth for deception.
Do I go with deception? Surely the skill I have expertise in will be good, right?
All right. You managed to walk by some guards, seemingly avoiding their contact, and then at the last moment, as it seems like you're heading back to your own home, you just do a little pop and slip inside without being noticed.
Hmm. Also, I'm fairly sure that that macro is wrong. That should be plus 11.
Oh, damn. By +6, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think I know the reason for it. Yeah, you don't have your deception skill listed as expertise.
Oh, okay. Let me fix that. And bam. All right.
All right. While they were out shopping, you said you were going to do something in response to their comment, Thana.
Oh. Literally, just after Ian closed the door, Donna would have whipped her pillow at Ragnar's face, stood up, took Ian's pillow, laid back down on her own bed.
Yeah. All right. Put the pillow double up. Looks to me.
Oh, he's going to have to steal another bill now. All right. I will return. So, funny story about the holy water. Apparently, our good friend Malrafis has bought out all of the holy water in town. And a single sack of powdered silver is going for 60 gold now as a result.
Can't say it's surprising. He either is a genuine fanatic who believes what he's saying is true and wants to bless his church, or he's taking it so it can't be
Used
either it
against him.
can't be used against him or just so he can maintain the illusion.
Well, perhaps a bit in both ways. It seems like all the herbal reagents are also being bought up. Then also the construction supplies and all that. But, yes. So, not quite, but here's some powdered silver for you to make holy water going forward. Alternative, if we weren't on such a time crunch, I would say this would be a great time to take advantage of the local shortage. But, well, stop me.
I don't intend to fleece these people, even if for the very practical reason it won't do anything to endear us to them.
Hmm. I suppose I'm just less kind. Well then, I'm going to get this peasant smock off of me. I will inform the others of what I found.
Well, it's worth noting that if you're going to need me to change what I have prepared, and we're still trying to beat everyone to the lumber mill in the morning, it's probably not going to be feasible to have me go to the uh, orphanage.
Hmm. I'll press on the situation.
So, I mean, I'm fine with still going, it's just I'm going to
Yes, I
need
know.
more than a nap, unfortunately.
Of course. All right. Knock knock.
Which door are you knocking on?
Uh, I cannot do the arrow anymore for some reason. Thanks. Okay. Let me disconnect and reconnect.
All right.
Oh no, I DC. That's why.
There
Okay,
you go. I will
that makes
kick you from the
sense.
server then, since you still listed as being here. Boop.
Yep.
There you go.
All right. All right. Knock knock. Hmm.
Who is it?
Your favorite firebrand.
What type of door handles is it, real quick, Sage?
They would be just last time I described this, people had issues understanding what I meant, so I'm just gonna grab what I mean. Do
I will still be shapeshifted, right? I just want to do an amusing prank, I suppose.
Is it your voice or someone else's voice?
Do Kitsune change their voice when they shapeshift? Because they get the language mastery too, along with the form?
I'd have to look at the actual wording, but potentially. There you go.
It's multilingual. Since they get the language tree of whatever they shapeshift into.
That feeling when you shift into the opposite sex, but your voice doesn't change.
Not be awkward.
That's what the knobs are like.
Yeah. It says you gained a. Let me just copy and paste it.
It would be, you would change your voice aspect as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would hear some rattling on the other side of the door, and then the door would like slowly swing open as you see Ailey's wing kind of flap around from the other side, holding on the handle.
Ah, right. Tell your master this. All the holy water in town's been bought out, and we were only able to secure a single bag of powdered silver. All the herbal reagents and construction supplies are also being bought out, and that's it for my reconnaissance.
Ailey looks
Alright.
over to Cry, who is listening in, and I guess a wave of like disappointment, a little bit of anger goes over you from Ailey. They're trying to tell you that we're friends. I'm not their master, and thank you for checking. So you weren't able to purchase any holy water? That's a shame.
No, just silver.
Oh, silver? How
Garrett
much
has
was
it
that?
right there. 60. 60 gold pieces.
Did you make sure it was enough for the spell before you bought it?
I imagine it was. Otherwise, I need to go back and set a building on fire.
If you bring it here, I can make sure it's enough reagent for the spell.
Can you check with Garrett then? I need to inform the others of this situation so that they're not going blind.
Cry looks down at their spell. And grabs their merchant's tools.
Okay.
Go to Garrett's room.
Alright.
Man, what's knocking nowadays? Just kind of walks in.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm just going to go straight back to the room.
You find your bed is missing a pillow.
Leave?
Doink.
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
Doink. I will take a pillow. and place it on their bed.
All right then.
Right. Right. So
Angry noises.
I will conjure a small illusion of a fox on fire to chase Aerie. This minor illusion. And my arrow is broken again. Am I DCing again?
You've not DC'd from the server, from my view, so that was not the case last time.
Might just be a map tools bug.
Hmm.
Weird. Okay. Well, either way.
Anna looks up as all this is going on. It just
Haley looks very unimpressed.
Alright. So, long story short, all the holy waters in town has been bought out by our most favorite person in the world, his his holy his holiness Malrafis. And I will remember that they're still polymorphed into the peasant. Well, changed back into themselves, and also all the herbal reagents, construction supplies, and also all the powdered silver in the town, save for one, has been bought out by them. Currently, we suspect either they really are devout, or they're buying up all the holy water so nobody can use it against them.
what did Ailey just do?
Ran, flew, grabbed the pillow, and attempting to fly past Ein.
There is no pillow.
They did. There is. Ein went into Ailey's room, or Cry's room, grabbed a pillow, put it on their bed.
Oh.
Ailey is now flying in there, grabbing the pillow, trying to fly past Ein.
And I DC'd again. Okay. I'm gonna restart map tools real fast.
Alright.
Because,
The cursed
Java
existence.
software. Java is a wonderful programming language. There's
That's
no
what it's
issues
do.
whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Alright.
Just
Alright.
very upset feelings overcome everyone in this room when Ailey's in there, by the way.
I won't stop Ailey from taking the pill back, but will attempt to flick Ailey on the head as they pass by.
You would not stop, but you would attempt to flick them?
Yep, I will flick
Okay.
them on the head, or attempt to. Does that count as an unarmed attack? Not actually trying to do damage, of course.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay.
But did you need emotional support?
Alright, as Ailey is flying past Pillow in their grasp, they would be flicked on the back of their scaled head as they fly past Ein.
Rumbling dragon noises.
So, one moment. I will go to the other room where nobody's there and take the pillow from here.
Alright. While that was going on, Cry, you walked into the room with Garrison.
I was told that you received the silver.
Yes, that's correct.
I asked Ein, and they didn't seem to make sure it was how much was necessary for the components for the spell. If you'd like, I can check real quick.
Sure. Toss it over.
Intelligence merchant tools.
Cry is pretty notoriously not the best at catching. They probably caught it.
Hey, you caught it, yeah, with the 12.
Uses both hands, catches it. Okay. I'll go to the table real quick and what check would it be to make sure?
Intelligence
and how much-
merchants.
Cool, I have efficiency in that.
You, are you doing alright?
There's 2 doses.
Me?
Yeah, just things seem a little off.
I'm finally getting used to being outside. It is, taken me a while.
As it does all of us from time to time. Well, I'm glad
Just
you're
looks
getting
down.
accustomed to things. You're sure there's nothing else?
I can't think of anything worth mentioning, but I appreciate your concern, Sheridan.
All
Cry
right
will
then.
toss the silver back to you. There's enough silver for 2 castings of ceremony.
All right. Good to know.
I'm going to go back to my studies now.
All right.
There's an insight check in there if you would like to make one.
I will push the butte. Ugh, excuse me.
Ripperoni.
That's
I actually have a character that's passive deception is decently high,
Look at that.
so hard to read.
Hard to
That's a
read.
first.
Why does everybody in this party have deception? I'm actually curious.
Don't have deception.
It's almost like
am Charisma and int caster.
it's
Hey,
almost
my
like we're
God.
part of a secret rebellion.
Yes.
I have chef. That's all I got.
Passive
Hello.
deception.
Secret
deception
Rebellion. Chef Snake.
Yes. Passive deception of 16. Smile.
All right. Do you have anything else you wanted to do in your chamber, Ein, as you return back with your pillow?
So I'm going to just simply ask, why was my bed missing a pillow?
Apparently, I thought I saw fit that I needed 2 pillows.
Squint.
Saw fit that you needed to be punched in the face and just didn't want to actually do it.
I see.
I have to remember that is not my character's voice. Anyway, why are you harassing the dragon? That is deeply my job.
Because it tried to take the pillow back. And I am a little bit annoyed with this town.
So why did you not simply take the pillow from Ragna?
Too much work. Also, it's not like there's anybody else staying in the inn.
She grabs her own pillow, puts it over her head. Let me know when it's 3:30.
All right.
Oh dear. I will spend the time getting out of her commoner disguise because ugh.
All right. As you guys all spend time, you were going to say something?
I don't have prestidigitation. Wow, I have every
Cursed
cantrip
existence.
besides that.
All right. Well,
Can you not get prestidigitation?
no one
No,
knows.
that's what I was surprised at because I have so many bonus cantrips. I
Mhm.
somehow don't have prestidigitation.
All
What?
right. But
All right.
time passes. You guys while away the evening, waiting around, and you are going to check in at 2 hours after the current time before we
Yeah,
pass.
so about 3:30.
Mhm.
That is correct, Sky.
I think that was the plan, wasn't it?
Just making sure that you didn't change your plan.
Nope. Still, just like every once in a while, making sure the
All
the
right.
agent's coming back.
At 3:30, you would see something different. I'm going to go and grab something, and I will change something in a moment as well. this? Here it is. As your raven's view shifts back towards the wilderness of the lonely road leading northwards, you see it kind of curves in a eastward direction before curving back north. But instead of moving along the path, there is a small side passage that leads off to a fenced-off area, a lone hill rising up to a lone stone building and a few stone enclosed hills. You can see this building is dotted with strange plinths of stone rising from the ground itself. Haggard old lady will hunch forward, pushing through the gates as you hear an eerie and
Who let the cat out?
This is what your bird is seeing.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. Ailey is going to give off a little wave of concern emotion to the people upstairs.
Sage, can you tell us on the map exactly how far up this is? Because you said she walked off the path, so I'm assuming this isn't stone. Or is it in just...
I cannot give exacts on where she's at now.
I'll try to make a check in a sec.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone up top feels a wave of emotional concern. So do that if you will.
Well, I'm not gonna go back to the other map, but Lunara would sigh and stand up and walk into Cry's room.
The old lady, she has made her way into a graveyard from the looks of it.
Can you tell where she is exactly?
This seems pretty far off the path, but I'll see if I can find anything that will help. I'm going to guess cartographer is disadvantage.
Yep.
Yes, if you're waiting for me to respond.
What is your Loris, by the way?
Mine?
Yeah.
How are you at disadvantage?
Because it's not exactly... You're judging the terrain based off of no geographical landmarks that you're aware of.
Right, but my advantage would cause that to wipe.
You can't really assist me since I'm the only one that can see.
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
These are all of my floors.
Them in DMs, okay. Okay. You're not sure exactly where in the forest it is. It's definitely somewhere off of that main path heading up to the Menhir Stone, though.
Okay.
So it does look further north. It doesn't look like she traveled back down.
It doesn't seem... If you're looking at the world map, the path that she's on is somewhere along this road.
Okay.
Or at least the side path that she took.
Try keeping watch with the bird. I will not be able to hear you for a moment. Give me just one sec. Cry's eyes will go back to normal, and I am going to attempt to cast a spell that might help here. Image, D&D Beyond. A question about Major Image Sage.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to make, like, the room kind of look like it? like the graveyard type deal, like a little model type thing.
You would. How detailed it is, I wouldn't. It would definitely have some less detail involved because you are putting it to a much smaller scale. But you could have a model of it.
Yeah,
With your illusion.
try to have it take up like the whole room, basically.
All right. It won't be the whole room. It's too large of an illusion. Major image only covers 20-foot cube. But you can have it cover a sizable portion of your room.
Mhm.
As an illusory view of this hillside cemetery appears before you.
Complete with figure representing old lady moving around it.
Yep, because it's major image, so you can adjust it as need be. So you guys are now physically seeing this. Though, much smaller scale.
Fantastic.
Is everyone in Cry's room or just me and apparently Ein?
Ragna would have joined as well, but I was describing things, so I didn't say.
I just need to know if Garrison is there, but Sean is in the restroom, I think.
Did Wary end up going downstairs, or were they upstairs when the concern went out?
Since we were all going to be leaving early in the morning, and we have the kind of understanding of, partner up if you're going anywhere, would be kind of bad.
There we go. I'm Fluby around the maps.
Oh.
Would have been kind of bad for him to go outside to sleep. So
All right.
he would be up in the rooms.
Excellent.
So the question becomes, Garrison and Wary, do you come into Cry's room when you feel the wave of concern / see the rest of us go there?
Alright.
Alright.
All right. Seems like everyone's in the room.
Well, I don't know how long it's going to take her to do whatever she's going to do, nor how long it's going to take her to get back. But we should decide if we want to act now or wait for it till it darkens.
You would see her enter the large mausoleum at the northern end, or supposedly northern end of this graveyard, disappearing inside and closing the door behind her. There does appear to be at least one window in from the doorway, but that depends on what you want to do with your bird, because you did have it being from overhead view.
Birds can try to get a look through the window.
Roll me a perception check with the bird.
What's the stats of a raven? I think it's like d20 bird.
You are rolling a d20 plus... Why are you being slow now? Okay, there we go. A d20 plus 3.
Does it have keen sight?
Nope. Ravens do not. At least not base 5e Raven.
The bird got a 9.
Alright. The area itself is really dark. It's hard to see exactly, but after a moment, fire lights up the room. And I will reveal the interior.
Oh, good. That's what we needed.
You can see her make her way, hobbling up stairs, place a hand upon the coffin, and kind of kneel down. She begins to speak, but you cannot hear the words she speaks. Especially not with a 9.
Since I'm also listening through the bird, wouldn't I be able to make a perception?
No, because
Right.
the bird, it's the bird senses you're listening through.
Indeed. You're using the bird
And I
senses.
will look to the others. I am starting to believe more and more we should act sooner rather than later.
My only hesitation is that we don't know where the seat is, but yeah, no, this is pretty bad. This is starting to look less than ideal.
Well, maybe Her office will give us some clues.
Out of curiosity, just to catch up the person who's not quite understanding, how does this look bad?
Well, normally nothing that lives in a coffin is, good news.
Wait, something's living in there? I thought she was just paying respects.
I don't know.
Actually have to get fucked.
Let's keep watching.
It seems like she's praying over the coffin, from looks of it, as she has her arms clasped, muttering to herself. How long do you stand watching?
Hold on, is there any iconography on the coffin that we can make a check on?
Not that a 9 can provide, especially with the fact that the replication itself is of a inferior quality to the actual place.
Can I instruct the bird to like look around the outside real quick for any identification, any writing?
Yeah. You would not see anything from the interior if you do this, but you are free to do so.
Just like a quick little circuit.
Give me a investigation.
Bird investigation?
Yeah.
Raven monster. Ooh. That's negative 4.
Well, wait, if you're doing share the senses, then it would be your investigation.
The use of the bird senses.
Yeah, but it's their own mind processing what they see.
Like, as long as it comes into my field of view, I feel like I should also be able to, like, roll to see it.
Oh.
Because what's interesting to the bird isn't going to be interesting.
Link me the ability. So I can get the actual wording on it.
Doing whole thing, all be placed. The last, like, 3 lines is what we're using.
Are you proficient with the investigation?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say you can add proficiency then.
Just the way I always read this is you're looking at it through their
This
eyes.
is not the
but...
familiar spell. This is a different spell.
Oh.
Yeah. It's familiar, but like you're fine.
Is that like the same wording as familiar though?
It's a little different. Plus, familiar is literally a soul embodiment of your own self. It's a little different than you have a bird that summons.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a total of 8 then, I guess.
Oh, you didn't add your penalties and bonuses? So I'm seeing a 9 plus your proficiency of 12. Or a proficiency plus your proficiency of 3, which means that 9 becomes a 12.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, I thought I didn't do that before. Yeah, that's a total of 12.
Alright. Flying around the area, the bird would indeed see that there are some symbols around the mausoleum itself. Symbols that do seem to give some... You are replicating all of what the bird's seeing, correct? With your illusion?
Yeah, doing my best.
Some symbols that give recognition to those who have knowledge nobility of Vazia, so Lord Vazia nobility. Um, for those, you can roll me intelligence with proficiency, or you can roll history with your lore in nobility of Azia. For everyone else, you can roll me just history checks. For you, with a total of 12, you can also roll me a history check to see if you can identify, since you don't actually have the lore for this.
Is it strictly like useless nobility, or does I have history Vazia and military Vazia if there's any bleed over there?
Not for this particular symbol, no.
I'm also assuming Folklore of Azia or the Merowyn Emporium wouldn't help me here.
That's correct.
Alright, then it's just 13.
Would edible
Uh,
plants?
No. Is he an edible plant?
No, edible plant would not help here.
Edible animals would, though, but probably not the way. Yeah, okay.
All right. Cry. Looking at the symbol, though, the full gaze of what you're looking at is somewhat limited due to the perspective of your bird. You're, not fully used to seeing through a bird's eye view. It's definitely jarring, going from a human's eye to a bird's eye. But you do get the gist of what this symbol is, and as you think back to some of the books you've read, some of the lores you've combed through, let me just go to my world map to get you the name, because it's easiest to just grab it from the world map. You'd identify this symbol bearing that of a wolf's head howling towards the moon as the symbol of House Norwich. Let me just go and copy that for you. Copy. Library. House crest. There you go. I gave some context as well to my note for you, so you guys can see perhaps the importance from it. What is notable, though, as eventually you would flutter back and look inside, you would see that it appears that they are placing a lone rose upon the top of the sarcophagus. The rose is notable in that it is not traditional red, white, or orangey rose. It is, or pink rose. It is blue petaled. You then rise from a kneeling position, place a hand upon the crest, which I don't have a version of this, which has got a howling wolf, but it would have that crest symbol too. Now that you're can kind of gauge between the weird angled view on this coffin plus the symbology on the exterior, you kind of get the idea that that is what that symbol is. You would rise and begin making your way out, hobbling your way out of the sarcophagus.
See? Paying respects.
I could have sworn it's gonna be a vampire. Not that I'm upset, but
I mean,
Would I
you
be-
still could be right.
Would I be able to do a folklore check on a blue rose?
Sure.
Yeah, but like, didn't you think there was gonna be like a jump scare or something?
I mean,
Wow.
I thought maybe a meal or something, but
Well, the thing is, have any of us eaten a vampire?
Well, it's actually another +3, but
Yeah, 9 isn't gonna get you anywhere, sadly.
Would a gossip check be able to give me something if it's like a regional thing?
Gossip is more active asking around rather than just passive knowledge. So that would not be able to provide you anything unless you want to go downstairs and start asking people about, hey, have you heard about Blue Rose?
Okay, what check would be applicable?
A history would be the most appropriate.
Skill check. History.
Let me look at your lures again, just see if that DC's lower.
And we have a lot of low rolls today.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell, and no importance from a Blue Rose. I mean, it's certainly weird. That's important. It's weird, but nothing from that. But she will eventually hobble her way out of the
does she turn north
cemetery.
or south, though?
Do you hold for that long in this view?
The spell on the major image only lasts 10 minutes. But,
It would end by the time she gets close to the gate. Not when she leaves, but by the time she gets close to the exit.
But the Raven would still be following her, right?
Yeah, Raven would still be there.
Yeah, then I'll wait until we see which way she's turning on the road.
It's more of, Cry, do you continue
Yeah,
your...
when the spell ends, Cry will come back to look at everyone. Well, she doesn't seem very harmful quite yet. She's probably on her way back, but I continue watching for a few minutes to see if she is.
Let me know if she turns north or south.
Cry
If she turns south, she looks to Ein and Garrison. We need to go.
Cry will keep watching.
All right.
To see which way she turns. She goes back the way she came.
You see she begins making her way east. And from the eastward path, it begins turning north.
Okay. Cry will come back from the bird and look back towards the party. It looks like she is getting east and north for now. She may be going to the temple before she makes her way back.
I
But
would
for
say
now-
we can risk another hour or so of letting the light dim.
I will let you know if she stops somewhere else of note.
Thana will nod and go back to her room.
Alright. You guys want to do anything in between this time?
All this waiting is stressful, I have to admit.
I just want the spell done.
And goes back to tail maintenance.
Alright. Well, another hour passes, and you'd hear crowds begin to move in to the tavern slowly. Not like large crowds, but as time continues and the hour fully comes to a close, it sounds like the dinner guests have started to arrive properly. And
I should go help out with the dinner.
much of the town has arrived and is ready to order their evening meals.
Wait, Wary?
Hmm?
You know you're part of this plan, right?
I mean, are we going during dinner?
We're going to check in on where the lady is in an hour, and if we have to go then yes.
So I have an hour to help out. Got it. I don't know why I'm
Ailey,
talking at you through the
uh,
wall
so-
here, but hey.
My
I think-
my description might have not been fully understood. At the end of the hour is when the full dinner rush is beginning. The end of your hour of waiting. So when you guys would be,
okay.
yeah.
I thought Yeah, I thought the end of the hour was when it was ending. The
No.
dinner rush.
No. It doesn't start till about 4:30 is when people start trickling in, and it really starts kicking up at 5.
Okay, yeah, then. Unfortunately, it would be a not helping situation.
Unfortunate. Indeed. All right. Well, time passes, and sun is certainly been crest over the horizon, but it's still light outside. Well, relatively speaking, you guys are in the Duskwood, as it were. But your time of action has occurred, unless you wish to further delay.
I wish Cry to check in.
5:30.
It is 4:30 at this point in time.
4:30, yeah.
Cry hasn't seen anything weird through the bird's eyes, right?
Checking through the bird's eyes, you'd see them walking along a forest path.
Which direction?
North.
Okay.
Pretty much mostly north, actually.
Being said then, we can probably wait till sundown.
They're at least 3 hours travel away from returning.
Yeah, and I'm good with waiting till sundown if Rory wants to go help cook and stuff.
Hearing the talk of food, Ailey will hop and join Wary to the kitchen.
All right.
Alright, guess I'll just sit around waiting then.
So, how long do you guys wait?
Feel my pain.
About another hour before I would check in.
So another hour before you do another check on the Raven?
I've been doing periodic checks, like during the time, like maybe once every 10 minutes. Basically, every time Cry relaxes their hand for a moment from riding, they do a quick check.
Gotcha. They are still walking along that northern road, though it's starting to curve west. And the starting to curve west would be around the end of the hour.
On the curve, gonna try to see if I can tell where that might be.
All right, give me another cartographers with disadvantage.
Disadvantage is a 16.
16. All right, let me go and draw on your map a road. Yep. Oh, wait, is this object layer or token layer? It's token layer. Or object layer, I mean. There we go. Do. Copy pasta. All right. You would see them moving along this path and starting to curve up here. You can guesstimate that they are out here when you would check in again.
Okay. When Cry is done with their spell, scrolling, they are going to go ahead and go tell everyone that the sun has set.
All right. Meanwhile, downstairs, lunch rush is going pretty quickly. Wary, it's a bit of a hectic affair. I need you to give me a chef's supplies check with dexterity.
And Ailey is very much not helping trying to eat anything you are currently working
With disadvantage due to Ailey's impairment.
Right. Where's my cook's tools? Dexterity, disadvantage. Thank you, Ailey. Can I just sit on Ailey? Thank you.
You could bribe them with food to the other side.
I feel like Ailey's about to get chased down by a snake.
The small dragon is certainly causing commotion in this already hectic affair, as it looks like the entire town has returned from their work from outside of town, and it's just packed down here, and you're getting order after order after order, and you're starting to mess things up, and Ailey's starting to try to steal things from you, and there's pots going flying, and it's just crazy in this kitchen.
At the point that craziness starts getting too bad with Ailey, Wary is definitely going to put down what he's doing and start chasing Ailey. Just full blown. You're getting sat on. You're not gonna interrupt. This is my profession. Damn it.
Here goes Tom and Jerry chasing around each other.
Yep. All right, I need you to roll me in athletics and Ailey to roll me in acrobatics. It's probably for the
You're
best.
totally gonna win. Oh, no, +2.
Yeah, it doesn't take you too long. Eventually, you do catch up to Ailey trying to fly around.
How tall
arching-
is the ceiling, Sage?
Where you can reach it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, no, Wary's pretty tall. Arching their back like a cat and making weird hissing noises at you as you back them into a corner and eventually lurch out towards them. They try to scoop behind you, trying to avoid your grasp, and you just whip your tail around, wrapping it around them as they pull in close. I'm assuming weird emotions are being sent to Wary at this point in time.
Very weird emotions with like a slight, like the general idea of, yeah, I probably deserve this behind them.
And as that's going on, Cry would come downstairs and like it's nightfall. You want to do that part, Cry?
Yeah. So where's my?
There you go.
Gets to the bottom of the stairs, sees Wary sitting on Ailey. That seems about right. You're needed upstairs when you can, Wary.
Okay, let me just finish up this order real quick. Scooches over to order, still sitting on Ailey. Snake wobble.
Mm-hmm.
Then finishes up order.
Excellent. You provide the worker his order, and he looks down at it, looks back at you, and thanks, mate. Slowly begins eating it.
Thumbs up and an awkward smile, and continues to just wobble up, still sitting on Ailey.
You begin to hear whispers cry with your passive perception of 9. You would also hear a little bit of this as you're heading up the stairs, though you're somewhat distracted due to Ailey.
I think the chef has a tail. You saw that, right? Yeah. You get the guards? Maybe it could be one of those creatures.
And they continue eating their meal, but there's definitely whispers between those two. Alright. You guys would head on upstairs.
Okay.
Or at least you would.
Do I? No. I don't have precipitation. I have minor illusion. Never mind. I had a plan.
Alright.
Going upstairs.
Excellent. Shucky ducky to the room. Whoop. There you guys go.
Alright, well, seeing it's about 5, Thana will make her way to Garridan's room to await the rest of the group.
You said I heard the whispers too, though I was distracted.
Yeah. You didn't get the full whisper, just like, did you see the guy's tail? I'm pretty sure there was a tail there, things like that. You might have got a little snippet of, like, guard, but they didn't seem to snap and do anything about it.
Okay.
So you can take that as you will if you wanted to do more stuff downstairs.
Go up, greet the other people.
Actually, could I insight that? See if they're just like idle talking of, oh, we should totally do that bystander talk, or like one of them's actually gonna go get them.
I mean, my assumption is
Someone
kinda
call
just,
911. Proceeds not to call 911 type deal.
They
my
s-
assumption is just later.
they seem to be in the moment. It definitely seems like they'll probably talk to someone about it, but looking at them, you think they'll probably forget it after they have their evening gale.
Okay.
So unless a poorly timed guard shows up and they remember at the last moment, they probably will not mention it. Unless someone else reminds them sometime later.
When everyone's gathered, Cry will tell everyone. Well, first, going to ask Larry to kindly release Ailey. I believe their timeout was well deserved, but I don't think they're having fun anymore.
Physically, I'd just like to point out going up the stairs must have been great.
Yep.
I mean,
That-
physically
hey,
takes Haley, hands Haley over.
Slightly angry dragon noises. And there was some people caught sight of Rary's tail during the dinner rush, and there was idle chatter about potentially calling the guards to us here. So if that happens, I suppose that means they'll be left outside to catch you.
Well, in a few moments, though I'm so glad to know you're compromising the mission, Wary will be invisible and going to stand watch with us, so
Do not blame me for compromising mission. It was little Ailey there was making such a nuisance in the kitchen. You do not mesh with the chef. I do not know why I went French there. This is not my normal voice.
All chefs are French.
You heard it for here first. All chefs are French.
Haley was just trying to be a very poor ratatouille.
They're either all French or they're Gordon Ramsay.
Yes.
You donkey.
way. I do blame you, Wary. Ailey is. Well, I don't expect her to know better. You, I do.
Harry is a small animal.
Now is not the time for this. Are you two prepared? She looks at Ailey and, Ein.
Just skip the word.
She looks to Garridan.
No, you said Ailey.
You did say Alien 9.
Sorry, I had meant, well, I had actually meant Cry and Ein. And then I was looking to you afterwards after they said yes.
Yeah. Yes, I'm ready to go.
Okay, Ein, you get Thana and Wary. I'll cast Ragna and Garden.
Sounds about right. Alright.
I'm ready.
Have fun out there. And remember, just send a signal if you need me to set some fire.
What's the signal?
Just shoot something into the air that I can see. I'll borrow Cry's room in the meantime, so I can keep a better eye out.
Alright.
Is
Our
it Cry
room
also
windows.
going to be in their room?
We should stick together just in case someone comes barging in,
Exactly.
and we'll be able to watch from the window.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I will make a psychic connection with Cry, Garrett, and Wary.
Alright, now. And I will cast invisibility. And tap Lunara and Perry. With fox magic.
Excellent.
As they would be circled by tiny little foxes before disappearing.
as 4 of your companions disappear from you, and then suddenly a strange black crow begins to fly from this weird spot in the air, hatched somehow. It hunkers back into the bag, disappears from view. You muted if you're talking.
Are you sure you don't want to leave that here?
Leave what? Where?
Your crow.
Oh,
It's
leaving food here might be a good idea.
yes.
Gonna pull food out of the bag, pet him with an invisible hand, which must look really weird. Kind of do the whole kiss each cheek thing, then put him down on the table, pat his head.
Do we have a spare bag of rations? Maybe we can just leave him with that bag.
They begin flying around the room.
I carefully leaves the room, making sure the crow can get out, and heads to the.
I will leave a spare bag of rations for food and even give Ailey a bit of jerky from it.
Excellent.
Okay.
You have
Ailey
one further
silently
job.
munching.
Eh?
He said, Ein, you have one further job.
If they find the crow and they kill it, it's not my responsibility.
Is Ein ignoring me?
Hmm?
We need you to go downstairs and, I don't know, pretend to do something and open the door.
Ah, right.
There's a balcony right there.
There's a
Oh,
balcony.
is there?
There's multiple
Yeah.
balconies.
Well, yeah, but I have athletics, but I assume Garridan and Wary don't. We're invisible, not soundless.
I mean, why would you assume Wary doesn't have athletics? They're a barbarian.
I even have stealth.
And Keratin's
Sure,
a
no.
soldier. I'm be surprised if they don't have athletics.
You sure you don't want to just leave from the balcony? I can always drop a rope and then pull it back up.
The rope looks suspicious. Someone walking
Ah.
outside to go check their
Yeah, maybe-
animals in the stables does not.
Yeah, very well. I'll do
Someone
that.
randomly opening a door without leaving is also weird.
I'll go check on the animals. I'll speak to the innkeeper too.
Alright.
Thana will take Wary's hand, put it on Garridan's shoulder, take Garridan's hand, put it on hers, and she will keep her hand on Ein's shoulder. Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. Alright, as you guys
Alright.
cha-cha your way downstairs. Let me go grab your tokens for this.
Hold on, we need Sophia too.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Cha-cha downstairs. Yep, can't zoom. There we go. To begin making your way downstairs, cha-chaing your way following the lead of Ein, you would see that the tavern itself is still fairly packed. And as you make your way down fully the stairs, you would see the man who met you first when you enter the town, Alexander, the town guard, would rise from his seat and begin making his way towards you, seemingly. But he would stop at the bar and raise a hand.
Gonna get my tab over here.
Right away. Here you are.
Did we get the innkeeper's name?
Wary definitely would have gotten Ariasa.
Okay.
Did you guys get their name?
I did, but I don't.
Okay.
know
Okay.
if the others did.
Garridan and
Why
Wary.
is Ragna coming?
She's invisible, isn't she?
No, it's...
Price
Yeah,
I
say
made
Ragna?
her invisible because
Yeah,
having
sorry.
more people better.
I need to go check on our animals real quick. I'll be right back.
Of course. As you pass by, at that moment, Alexander kind of stands up and bumps into you.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
And you'll see some of his coins that he was about to pull out to hand to already as a spill out. He'll lean down, picks him up. And as he rises, everyone roll me a perception check. Yeah, well. Winara. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, I probably should. I'll just take a passive. It already beats the DC. All right. Everyone notices as he stands up, he slips a piece of paper into Ein's pocket.
Ein will.
Needed
Sorry. Here we go.
Oh,
I mean to,
no worries.
bump into you. I just, had a few too many.
Oh, no, I know how that goes. Ein will reach into her pocket and pull out a pipe, but also, like, take the paper wrapped around the handle. Well, then, I'm off to check on the animals. I
Excellent.
shall smile. As she will exit, pretending to be going to check on the animals, i.e. take a smoke break. Smile.
Wait, 1 second. The fuck was that about?
You can see that he's definitely a bit sweating, and you don't think it's from the ale that he's drunk. You don't actually think that he is that drunk either.
He was kind of down with us helping beat up Bad Man.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright, I will leave and walk towards the animal stables. But she will also sort of stop midway to take a smoke. To unfurl the paper and then take a smoke, like, once she's out of immediate sight.
Alright, what does everyone else do while that was going on? Do you follow them to the barn out back, or do you do your own thing heading to the orphanage?
How many steps does she take away from the door before she stops?
I'll get you guys, put you guys on the, not you. You're still at the bar.
I'm just gonna state right now, since Wary saw paper being handed over, Wary's kind of interested in what papers say. So since he's invisible,
Yeah.
he's reading over shoulder.
So you'll be following me.
We're also mind linked, right? So
Well,
He doesn't
Ein
have
isn't.
mind link to her.
Ein isn't. I'm will, like, go around here, look around, and then take a smoke.
Oh, okay, yeah, so since we can still go to the thing easily from here, yeah, we'll go with her.
Yeah, and then she'll, while taking the smoke, pretend as if she got whatever she's smoking from the pipe, from the paper, and then look over the paper.
Alright, did you also follow along, Garrison?
yeah,
Okay.
I mean I'm just following the conga line.
Just making sure.
Yeah,
Alright.
no worries.
Alright.
Looking over the letter, it says, very simply, do not travel at night. You will be taken.
Duly noted.
Meet me. Third door on the right. Third floor. After closing.
When is
I'm
closing?
I assume he means the inn.
Assumedly. And closing for the inn itself is around 7 at this time of year.
Okay, and what time is it right now?
About 5:30.
Okay. 90 minutes. We have a guest. And then I'm a whisper that, and then I will pretend to complain about the quality of whatever she's smoking. It even tastes worse here.
I will give Ein 2 pats on the shoulder to let her know that we're letting her go. And Gunga, 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 Gunga.
Alright. And as you conga your way over to the orphanage, that will be where I call the session.
Yeah.
No.
You guys had fun, and we'll have a excursion into the orphanage and more mystery stuff next time. But in the meantime, it's time to do a birthday raid for Red. Yes.
Yeah, go say
Yeah.
hi.
Yeah.
Go say
Also,
hi.
as a reminder, we won't be here next week,
Yeah.
and then the week after, we're gonna be doing my stuff.
Indeed. After session, I do want to have a group discussion, just discussing scheduling and all that. But
Okey-dokey.
let's go and do a raid. Aha! And it looks like we are raiding. So, alright, there we go.